Good day, South Africans, traditional leaders. My name is Chief Solomon Obonna Eziko. I would like to sincerely apologize to Kunkani Jong-ol Sandile, the Amakakagwe Osa Kingdom, the traditional leaders of South Africa, the people of Gompo, and all South Africans. I am sorry for the confusion and concern caused by the event that took place on 14th March 2026 in East London. I want to make it clear I was not crowned as a king. I am not a king. I do not claim to be a king. What happened on that day was only my appointment as a senior elder in the Igbo community in the Eastern Cape. I does not give me any authority as a king or traditional leader. I respect His Majesty Kunkani Jong-ol Sandile.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. I still remain your own faithfully Chukwemeka Ojembandi, and I'm with you. What has brought me out to make this video today is no other than the video you just watched. Now, my own brother, the Igbo, the Ezi, and Onyendundi in Eastern Cape, South Africa, has come out to apologize. He has come out to apologize to the South African people, to the Xhosa people, and to the rest of the world, that explaining himself that he was never a king, that he was never in any land grabbing scheme in South Africa, that he's just in South Africa to do business and also prosper, which has been the dream and the goal and the aims of and objectives of every Igbo person who has migrated out of Igbo land. But my concern is to the rest of the world. And this video that I am making, I want you to share it, especially to South Africans, especially to Ghanaians, especially to Togolese, to Burkinabes, to every person that has seen an Igbo man as a threat, to my people in Kenya, everywhere. I know that this is what you all want the Igbo man to do, to be an apologetic person, because you look at us, you look at us as a proud people. There is no lie about that. We are proud about ourselves. We are proud of our culture. We are proud of our identity. That is what you mistake to be, some nasty, arrogant pride. But that is not it. Not in your interpretation. Our interpretation is pride in our language, pride in our identity, pride in our traditions, our culture. That is the pride that we have, not an arrogant pride. But you all are happy that the Igbo man is apologizing for being Igbo. But that is not it. We will never. He said an apology for himself. He said it, a personal apology, because you misunderstood him. You went on a rampage to destroy properties. You went on a rampage to destroy other people's livelihood, and their properties, their means of livelihood. You destroyed it just because you think that the man crowned himself king of South Africa without any research, without telling yourself the truth. Even when you know the truth, you still were covered with hate and prejudice against the Igbo man. This is the same thing that the world, some people who hate the Jews, wants them. Hateful people wants to see the Jews on a bended knees, apologizing for being Jews, apologizing for being intelligent, apologizing for being a scientist, apologizing for producing the best medicines, having the best agricultural innovations, scientific innovations. That is what the world wants the Jewish people to be, apologetic for being Jewish. You want me as an Igbo person to be apologetic. If I see you, I will just be on a bended knees and a bald head, and I will be apologizing to you because I'm an Igbo person. That is what you want, but you can never get it. You can never get that. You can never have that. The truth remains that the Igbo man is a man of pride in his identity. When you see us in our costumes, when you see us in our traditional wears, we look so elegant, we look so extraordinary, we look royalty. Every Igbo man is royalty, because after this incident, more incidents will still come, because you are filled with hate. You want to see this Igbo man apologizing for just being Igbo, apologizing for being success oriented. You want the Igbo man to, like, because he's in your country, once he's there, when he sees you, he just bend. When you come, you extort him. You just want to see a slave. We are not that. I promise you that we are not that, and we are not going to bend our knees for any person to beg you to exist. Gone are those days. We have the right to exist, and when we are in your country, we are in your country as immigrants, and we shall abide by the laws of your country, pay taxes, help in development, help in community work, help in community services. That is what the Igbo man will be and do in your country, not to serve you as a slave.